In this video, we will be reviewing this New American Standard Bible Supergiant Print Reference Bible in the 2020 text edition from Holman, USA. Good afternoon, friends. Hi, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, Archdiocese of Manila, located here in Manila, Philippines. And now you are watching our Bible review program. So before we dive in, click that like button. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon so that you will be notified real time whenever we upload new videos. And also, type in any comment. That way you can make this channel grow. This Bible is actually the third that we are reviewing now from the stack of 5 Bibles sent to us by Holman Publishers USA. Again, all these Bibles were sent to us for free in exchange for an honest review. So, I have been looking through this Bible for quite some time now, familiarizing myself with this specific Bible, and what can I say? That this edition is a blow-up text which would probably make this truly an excellent Bible for the pulpit, for preaching. We'll show you the inside part in a short while. This Bible comes with a slipcase. As you can see, this is the NASB. Let us wait for the New American Standard Bible, the Supergiant Print Reference Edition, and the one sent to us is the thumb indexed and in black leather touch. And at the back of the slipcase is, here are the information that you would like to know. Features. This one is in 16-point type size, and I'll show you how red the words of Christ are. And there is a robust end of page cross-reference system. And here is the ISBN number. Retail price can be found here in the link, here in the website. And this one is from Holman Bibles. Well, this specific Bible that we requested from Holman is the Black Leathertouch. This is their faux leather edition, meaning the fake leather. Other publishers have their distinct names for such, like faux leather, imitation leather, or leather text. They're all the same. Well, in any case, considering the size and its weight, this Bible is actually extremely floppy. Plus, the leather is very thin. You could actually curl this up if you would like. Here we have the Holy Bible, gold stamped in the center of the cover. And as I zoom in, I'm showing you the black perimeter stitching. As you can see, actually, if you ask me, there is not a thing as single thread that is actually sticking out. I must commend that they did the perimeter stitching really well. See? And look at that. And just a brief note, the gold here is not actually deep stamped. The gold stamping here can actually wear off over time. And look at the spine. Here we have 3 tooled line hubs. We have the NASB, the Holy Bible, New American Standard Bible by Holman. And I would like to show you the gold gilding. The gold gilding is really, really shiny, and I could say that this is truly well done as well. These are the thumb indexing. I mean, so the thumb indexing here is not per book actually. The thumb indexing is, the thumb indexing, the indexed 3 books together. So it's not a single book. For every thumb index, we have, like for example, this one, we have Genesis to Leviticus, and then Numbers to Joshua. Now, that means every 3 they grouped the indexing per 3 books. For a leather touch, you can actually see and feel the texture of this leather. It has a very grainy feel to it. As you can see, the grain is actually very obvious. You could see that, and it's very shiny. This Bible measures 7 1/4 inches wide, the length 10 1/2 inches, and the thickness is almost 1.5 inches. This has a Smith sewn binding. As you can see, we have also black head and tail bands, and for a Bible this thick, they only have 1 ribbon marker. I hope they should have added, they should have added another one, making the Bible, the ribbon marker here to be 2. In excess, this ribbon marker measures 70 millimeters. As I showed you earlier, this Bible is thumb indexed, pretty functional for a preacher and a teacher, since this Bible is very easy to navigate. Well, you may have a hard time making this Bible to lay flat, even at just a few pages from the front. But as you can see, even though it has a hard time laying flat, this one still stays open. And here we are in the table of contents already. Moving on, as you can see, this is not an edge lined construction, but this is a paste down liner. We have a paste down liner, and the liner here is a simple cardstock. And I would like to show you the corner work. For a not so premium Bible here, the way they did their corners is really, really okay. Moving on, here we have the presentation page, and now the title page. Here we have the copyright page, and as you can see, I'd like to show you this one was published 2022, this specific Bible, first released there. I'd like to show you all the details here in the copyright page. And down at the bottom of the copyright page, here we have 10 options, binding options, and this one is printed in China. And this specific Bible belongs to the 5th batch, printed 2025. Then we have here the table of contents, and then we have the foreword, the scriptural promise, and the fourfold aim of the Lockman Foundation. Sorry about that. Here we have the preface to the NASB. Now, if you're new to this translation, it is better for you to read this preface, because here we have the principles of the translation, gender accuracy, the word brethren, that's for action. All the informations here are very useful for you to be able to familiarize yourself with the NASB translation. And then here we have the explanation of general format on how the text here is well presented, so you'll have all the details that you need here. And we have the abbreviations and special markings. And then here we are with the page division of the Old Testament. Well, let me show you the quality of the paper right off from this page division. There is not much ghosting that you could actually see here. Even through the, maybe you could notice some lines through the camera, but with the naked eye you could barely notice anything here. Nothing distracting. Actually, it makes you see that the paper is of good quality. I'm not really sure about the GSM of the paper. Maybe my guess, it would range from 30 to 32 GSM. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe someone here could help me see what the GSM of the paper is actually. Now let me get you right to the text block itself. Take a look on how huge the font size is. It is advertised as a 16-point type size, and you could really read from this thing even from a distance. I'm already far from the text, and yet I could even read the footnote. As you can see, this is in a paragraph format, 2-column, and there are no colored accents here. Chapter numbers, verse numbers, page numbers, they are in all black. Even the footnotes here, there are no color accents. Within the text itself, you could find indicators and identifiers that will help you check the text with the notes at the bottom. And these identifiers are also readable. Let me show you some of them. So let me give you an example. Here we have the identifiers A and B that would help you navigate through the footnotes. For every identifier here, they would point you down. It would point you down here to the notes. Like for in the beginning, A, there is 1A, right? For some of you, you might be confused with all the information here, but every markings here would help you go down to the notes. The letters here are the identifiers, while this one, like number 2, this one is our verse numbers here. We have 2, we have 3, we have 4. These are all verse numbers. While we have also letters and small numbers, these are identifiers that could help us in our study of the text as we reference our way to the translator notes and also the references down at the bottom. By the way, all the footnotes are at the bottom right part. I mean the right margin, the right column, and it's at the bottom. And now to help you identify our footnotes here, so we have 2 classification of our notes. This one are all references, cross references, and at the bottom are the translator notes divided by a line. What's actually helpful about this text is that this text format is actually from the Lockman Foundation, and it is carried over to this Bibles that we have here. The words that are in italics are actually provided words which is not found in the original texts. The translators place these words in order to help us read the text better. The poetry section here actually shows a very clean page layout. From this standpoint, the texts are perfectly line matched. The papers are actually easy to turn, they are easy to grab, and the texture of the paper is actually very smooth. Taking this paper against the light, it would show you that there is a little bit of a sheen, meaning to say that this paper would actually be coated or something. The only defect that I found here in this Bible, I will show that to you. The only defect that I found here are in these two pages, 1773 up to 1775, where the cut of the paper is not actually perfect and consistent. It actually protrudes. I noticed that when there are some imperfection with the gilding, but other than that, this Bible is really good. Well, here in the Old Testament, the words of Christ are in red, and the shade of the red here is very comfortable to read. This is not bright red, but for me it looks like a very dark red, very comfortable to the eye, and reading this red texts would not actually hurt your eye compared to others, but this one is very, very good. The consistency of the print here is also good. And all references to the Old Testament, like this one, they are printed in all caps. And right after the book of Revelation, here we have the New American Standard Bible topical index of the Old and the New Testament. Here in the last part of the topical index, we have a blank page before we turn to the Holman maps. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 maps in all. Let me zoom into you a page here because I'd like to show you the margin spaces. The outer margin measures 10 millimeters. In between the columns we have a space of 6 millimeters, and also the inside part, the inner margin also measures 10 millimeters. The top and the bottom, we have 6 at the top and 7 here at the bottom. The page is found here at the top center, and the page content is found aligned with the outer margin. Again, let me repeat the measurements here. There are not much spaces here to write on, but you could definitely underline or highlight the text. We have 10 millimeters for the outer margin. In between the two columns we have 6 millimeters, 10 with the inner margin. For the top we have 6 and 7 at the bottom. As you can see, the text here gears away from the gutter because of this good space in with the inner margin, making the reading experience of this Bible very, very easy. Having this generous space in the inner margin helps the text to actually push back into the page. What's nice about this Bible is that no matter how far you are from the text, you can still read the text here, because You could also easily locate the verse numbers because the font is very readable. The size. That is why this Bible feels so perfect for preaching and teaching. This would be an excellent gift for your preachers and pastors. Plus, with an excellent text block like this one, this would make an excellent rebind candidate. I will definitely be keeping this one and make this Bible be one of my preaching Bibles here. This translation actually grows in me, and I am really digging the NAS 2020. Now, I will be posting the link down below where you could purchase this Bible. So keep calm, Jesus on, keep safe, and God bless. Again, this is Christopher Nino Arca from the City of God Ministry, Archdiocese of Manila, St. Augustine Bible Ministry, Inc., signing off.